Hey guys and girls, we're back again for part 20 of Necrotoxin Plays Dark Souls. Yeah, the part 19, I didn't really quite finish what I was going to say at the end of the audio. The point I was getting to is that I wanted to get more out of Demon Souls and start playing that a lot more. And my aim would be to, at some point, purchase a capture card and do videos of Demon Souls, because it's a lot of good fun, and it's a game I haven't finished before, so there's motivation to play it through, and even go into New Game Plus One or something like that, which would be quite good. Yeah, and prior to that, I was talking about the Kingsfield games, which I've never touched before, and at some point I'd think about it, but primarily it's Demon Souls, since I've played Dark Souls 1, 2 and 3 so much. So I guess after my Let's Play, I suppose you could call it, of this game, I will probably I might do a different game, maybe. I haven't decided yet, but whilst I'm waiting for the capture card and to try and figure all that out, and then I might do I'll probably do a Dark Souls 2 and a Dark Souls 3. I mean, I ideally would have liked to have done it chronologically, so done Demon Souls, Dark Souls 2 and so on. And I mean, Bloodborne would be an idea to do as well. So anyway, here we are at Priscilla. So I am sort of running about like a lunatic, and I get I've got to think about the bleed as well. As you can see, the bar building up there, when Priscilla hits you a couple of times, it's basically 2 times to a bleed, so 2 hits and then you're bleeding, unless you've got good bleeding resistance or the blood shield, which is excellent to use, and I don't know why I haven't already got that on at the moment, but just rolling about and watching the footsteps. You see those footsteps that appear in the snow? Always try and engage Priscilla on the ground with snow that's present, not because there's areas where the snow fades out, but try and stay where I'm staying. But by all means, there are probably many more efficient people out there at dispatching Priscilla than I am, but I just enjoy this fight. It kind of it's like, I suppose it's not really a puzzle of sorts, but it gives you 2 choices. You can either just jump straight off that ledge opposite the fog gate and not fight her at all, or start attacking her and even cut her tail off for a weapon and engage her. I would say probably the pyromancy method like that, if I had more, probably would have made quicker work of her. I think that she bleeds as well, so if you have a good bleed weapon, it might be quite effective against Priscilla. So I'd recommend maybe, I think the Scythe has bleeding property on it, and like Reinforced Club, Morning Star, that sort of thing. But yes, so I'm in the that's Priscilla done, 30,000 souls later. So I ran all the way back up here just for this loot, just for a broken straight sword. Can you believe it? I just saw a loot in the distance when I was in the boss room, and I thought, what is that? And it's just a simple loot that Hollow dropped. So now I'm going to be completing the Painted World area, returning to Anor Londo shortly. I think one thing I always enjoyed about the Dark Souls games, of any Souls game, is the progression, and the fact that you can, like this run is completely casual, and there's no set challenge or parameters I have to, I'm fulfilling. I'm just playing the video game. I'm just enjoying Dark Souls casually. I thought I'd start out with all casual runs first of these games, and then maybe in the future do some challenge runs, that sort of thing. I haven't actually. I've completed a. See, I haven't got footage of this, so this could be implication to kind of archive it for a reason. The Dark Souls 1, the only challenge run I completed was the sorcery only run. Well, I say sorcery only. It was just there was like basically anything you can cast. So mixture of pyromancy, sorcery, and miracles. It was just that. There was no melee weapon at all, no fist, no nothing. And I did use a shield, but I know that a sorcery only run would be even more challenging without a shield, or at least just using magic shield or strong magic shield. I think I might have to do that at some point. And in Dark Souls 2 I did a shield, no, I did a no shield run. So that was actually kind of straightforward, because since there isn't really a boss, it's more straightforward than it would be in Dark Souls 1, mainly because I find that Gwyn, without the parry method, and I suck at that, by the way, and you'll probably find that out later on in this run. Yeah, without the parrying method, Gwyn is probably the hardest boss in the game, or at least he's one of the hardest bosses anyway for me. So I always find the Gwyn fight challenging, and I mean, why wouldn't you? He's a final boss. But I've seen people that can parry him completely with perfect timing, and they make it look like a cakewalk. So, as the saying goes. So now we're on our way to the Duke's Archives, and these boars, they can catch you out if you mistime the roll right there. You can backstab them right in the butt if you get in the right position. It looks pretty funny if you have a like a giant weapon or something when you do it, but it's like ouch, definitely an ouch. Fangboar helm, that's one of my favourite helms, but I decided not to wear it because, I don't know, fashion souls I guess. It looks a bit funny with the brass armour if you ask me, but yeah, see? That's like a very fast two-shot attack. There's 2 hits there in that charge, and you can't recover as soon as you get knocked down from the first one. It sort of tramples over you, if you will, for the 2-hit knockout. It's a 1-2 punch combo. So yeah, watch out for that with those boars. So I hope you guys are enjoying my Dark Souls playthrough, and I'm sorry again, it's been over a year since I have regularly uploading. I haven't been doing that this last 12 months. I've just been just full of really boring stuff, that really just boring stuff that I couldn't have avoided. So now that's all out of the way, and that I'm hopefully going to be able to kind of prioritize a bit better. I mean, come on, Dark Souls is priority, right? No, but on a serious note, I do enjoy doing videos, and I would like to get into live streaming soon, and I guess making myself as a sort of an online presence via YouTube was my goal before anything like Twitch, just because people could be like, oh look, that's Necrotoxin, yeah, he's on YouTube already, he's got a video on there, now we can watch him live stream, or not. I mean, people would probably not even still know who I am, and that's cool too. I'm a noob, so all this like videos and being online with well, doing what I'm doing now, basically commentating on my own videos. The next couple of videos after this will also be commentated over the top of my gameplay, as I am doing now, but I won't be making a habit of doing this unless something goes wrong with my mic during gameplay again, because it is like double the work so I much prefer to talk whilst I'm playing, even though it's more of a fluent sort of a fluent finish, if you will, because I'm not distracted. When I'm talking live whilst I'm playing, I get distracted, and just right there, I went to the Ash Lake because I didn't know what that bonfire was. I was like, what, Stone Dragon or whatever it was. I thought, what is that on the list? I don't ever remember seeing that because I hardly ever go to Ash Lake. But that's how you do the Path of the Dragon Covenant. Again, PvP isn't really my thing. If it happens and I get invaded, I'll deal with it accordingly, but I don't actively seek PvP. I much prefer co-op. I do quite enjoy that. And summoning on bosses and stuff, or summoning any of you guys that want to come and play along and that, even though in Dark Souls at the moment I haven't seen any summon signs. I see like the odd messages and bloodstains, but summon signs don't seem to be there. So I don't know if any of you can shed any light on that, because I'm at a loss for that. And that blue golem up there is who you kill for the broken pendant, I believe, for accessing the DLC after you've killed the Hydra in Darkroot Garden or Basin. The foresty area, basically. Once you kill the Hydra and then you kill the golem that's here, I don't know why it's here. There's probably a story and lore behind that, but I don't know for now. You can access the DLC area if you keep going round past the Hydra to the left. And I really did enjoy the DLC in Dark Souls 1. And one of the hardest bosses for me is actually Manus, because just the sheer amount of health he has, and without the dark pendant, I could be wrong, black pendant or something like that, it's basically anti-dark magic resistant, so you can basically spam that when he's doing his spells and it will just reflect them, deflect them, I mean. So I mean, I've seen people beat Manus without that at all, and I mean that's really impressive. And I tried that at first, and I think 45 minutes after I kept trying, it was like almost an hour of just trying that. I thought, I'm just going to try and hunt down that item and see how that. And I did it on my, I think on my second try when I had the pendant. So, and I summoned Baby Sif too. So that was quite cool, because Sif's one of my favourite bosses, and not for the reason of killing Sif, because I always feel bad. I mean, I know it might sound silly, but I enjoy the story of Sif, and you really appreciate it more when you play the DLC as well. So, and the Artorias connection there as well, which is another one of my favourite boss fights. So I think my favourite boss fight in the DLC is Artorias. The hardest for me is Manus, and my favourite boss fight in the vanilla game, Ornstein and Smough. Like lore wise, it's Sif, and I think the hardest boss fight for me in the vanilla game is probably Gwyn, because without the parry method, to me he's the hardest boss, because of just how fast he attacks. So basically, if you've got no shield, you have to basically get him stuck on the scenery somehow. And when I did my sorcery only run, that was the most attempts. It was a ridiculous amount of attempts that I took for Gwyn. So there's that. I know you can cheese Gwyn, get him to throw you, and you end up landing on the scenery in the background and he can't reach you or something like that, but I've never pulled that off successfully. So, but thank you very much for tuning in, and I hope that the commentary over my video isn't too off-putting for some people. As I said, if you want to speed it along, watch it ×2 speed or whatever, or skip ahead, that is fine by me. and I hope you guys are all well, and I will see you in the next one, while I about to attempt loads of juke skips. Ciao for now, folks.